car fires, what we do is we wear our special uniform and we wear our SCBAs, or self-contained breathing apparatus. So the bottles you see Matt's putting on his back right now. So what we do is we put those on because we don't want to breathe that air in. We don't want to get anywhere near that. And if you notice, we don't come straight out of car fire. We're always going to attack the car fire from the side. Reason being is a lot of the trunks have pistons in it. A lot of the bumpers have pistons in it. If they get to a certain heat, they could projectile straight out. So for our safety, we're always going to attack the car fires from the side. All right, it's starting to go good now. Now pay attention to the smoke. Now you see the smoke starting to turn black. Once we put water on it, pay attention to the smoke. You'll see it's starting to turn white. So right now, the color of the smoke tells us everything that's burning. So when we see it black, hello, we know it's the contents burning. All right, you're starting to put their special gear on. See how they're starting to get ready as a team? Nothing is done in the fire service individually. Everything is team oriented. So you're going to notice you're going to have a guy on the hose. We're going to have a guy backing him up on the hose. We'll have a firefighter directing him on what to do. And then we'll have a firefighter with a saw so he can make quick access. What happens is when there's car fires, we don't know if it's bad people's cars or good people's cars. So once the fire's knocked down, we want to open up the trunk and we want to make sure there's nobody in the trunk or nothing that can harm us in the trunk. Then we want to open up the hood in case it's an engine fire. This way we can get water on it. Even if we don't open it all the way, we can make a purchase just enough to get a hose knob in there. There you go. What he's doing is he's flushing out the line to make sure we have enough water. Everybody feel that heat? All right, here it comes. All right, that was an airbag. Those pops you hear are airbags going off. So it's not like the movies where cars are gonna explode. That doesn't happen. You're gonna hear pops from tires burning, pistons popping, or airbags. Now you see how the smoke turned white and see how they're getting in there nice and close, being that they have their protective gear and they have their masks on, they can get right in there and check and make sure there's nobody in the car. That's our first priority, make sure no one's unconscious and burning in the car. Now what we're gonna do is, we're gonna go to the front of the car and the back of the car and we're gonna open it up. So if this was an engine car fire started in the engine, what we do is we cut the hood to open it up to get water on the engine, and then we'll go in the back and we'll cut open the trunk to make sure nobody's in the trunk or there's nothing harmful in the trunk to bother us. Now you notice there's a firefighter standing off to the side. The reason Chris is standing off to the side is he's the safety guy. He's making sure that nothing's coming at us, nothing's coming after us, and he's getting a visual of everything from a distance. Sometimes you can see a lot more watching from afar than being right on top of the guys. And if you hear that siren going off, that's called a pass alert. So, oh, there's the engine fire. That's why we open up the hoods. See that? If the car fire looked like it was out, but as soon as we open that hood, it was a lot of fire under there. That's why we open up the hood and we open up the trunk. This way, because if we thought the fire and we started packing up and we didn't check under that hood or that trunk, that car would ignite right again. So there's a lot more going into this. And then when we have the initial fire knocked out, we're probably going to spend another 10-20 minutes soaking it down so it doesn't reignite. Now you see how the smoke changed colors to a nice white smoke instead of that blackish brownish caramel smoke? So right now he'll make a little purchase so they can stick the knob in there and just hose down everything and then they'll check the trunk. See that? He's just going to cool the rest of the car down while they're working on opening that trunk. See how there's some more smoke? That means there was more fire in there. That's why we're going to put copious amounts of water on this to make sure it's completely out. how they made a quick purchase? So even though the trunk's not open yet, they can definitely flow some water in there to make sure it's safe. Now, Lieutenant just grabbed the thermal imaging camera. That's what he has in his hand. What that does is that picks up heat signatures. So what he's going to do is look for any hot spots, because there's a lot of debris and stuff in that car. So he'll make sure there's nothing burning under it. And if it was not safe to get up close, he could pick up if there was someone in the car using that special camera. Now see how Brendan used his tool to prop that hood open? So this way that hood will stay open, it can air out a little, and then we can put some more water on it. Everything we do is nice team oriented. Alright, so Lieutenant saw a little hot spot under that seat and under those doors. So by using his camera, he saw where those spots are. Now they can direct the hose right in there and make sure it doesn't flare back up. See how the lieutenant's checking for heat signatures everywhere? All right, so on behalf of Chief Napolitano and the whole Dixon Fire Department, we thank you all for coming out and supporting us.